Hello, Film History. Today is Wednesday, May 13th. I hope you guys are having a great day. I'm going to keep the video short. Our goal for today is to do two things. One, to make certain that today that you have all videos and photos in your edit. It's lined up with your narration and there's no empty black. And that's what we were working on Monday. Make sure you finish it today. And the other thing I want you to do today is to resize the videos and photos. Okay? So in my edit here, what we don't want is this black background. Now you bring in photos and videos that you found online, they're going to be all sorts of shapes and sizes, and they're going to need to be resized. You know, I imagine the vast majority of them will be resized. And notice mine are all over the place. None of them are the actual size of my edit. So here's two examples, okay? I need to get rid of this here. And if I double click here, it'll allow me to resize. And look, it's perfectly, I just scale up and I'm done, okay? I can also do it over here. So when I click on the clip, and it's all obviously just in Premiere, if you're using another editing software, it'll work similarly. You'll have to figure out exactly how you do it in your software. But if I go to Effect Controls, which if you don't see it up here, it should be behind the source window right there. Click on the clip, and there my controls pop up. If you don't see it, just go to Window, and then Effect Controls, and if there's a check next to it, that means it's open somewhere, and just look for it. And if not, just click it once, and it'll close it out. Oh, I clicked the wrong one. Oh. Either way, there it is. So you know how to open it if you click on Effect Controls here. It should be right there, though. And you can also do this by opening Motion, and then Scales right here, and I can scale it up and down if you like that way better, okay? Now, this works great if the image or the video that you're scaling is the same size as your sequence, right? And what should your sequence be? Well, if I go to sequence settings, it should definitely be 1920 by 1080. I would like you right now to go and check that it's 1920 by 1080. If this says 720 by 480 or 480 by 360 or whatever, change it now to 1920 by 1080. That is incredibly important, okay? So I hit OK. If I'm editing my clip and I see something that looks like this. So I have this clip here, and I'm going to scale this thing down. Notice that it's not in the same dimensions as my clip. When I scale it up, I have a thing called pillar boxing. And these are these black areas on the sides. We don't want pillar boxing, okay? So a couple of things that you could do is one, just continue scaling up until it covers your window, and then changing the position of it so that way it looks the best. So maybe here to here. And you may say, that doesn't, I want to be able to see the entire thing. Well, there is at least one workaround, which is pretty common, and that's just animating a movement. So, for example, if I start here at the top, notice that I'm changing the position here, up and down. I'm going to start right there, right? And then I'm going to move my playhead right at the beginning. And I'm going to click this little toggle animation icon, okay? Now notice it laid a keyframe right there, meaning I want the animation to start exactly where I just put it at, which is right here. And now I'm going to go to the end of this clip, just right there, okay? And then I'm going to move this up. And then in between those two animations, it will animate moving up and down so that way you can see the entire thing within the frame, okay? That is one way to be able to see everything. But we just don't want a whole bunch of pillar boxes. And the opposite of pillar boxing would be, let's see if I can find a good one. Right there. This, if I scale up, is going to create a thing called letterboxing, which is the black on the top and bottom instead of left and right. Also not great. For ours, for our use, not great. Now, why? Why is it bad to have the black boxes on the sides or the top? It's not bad. It's an aesthetic decision. And because if you keep changing and the boxes at the top and bottom keep popping in and out, and the black boxes on the left and right keep popping in and out, it's visually distracting to the viewer, and it's usually not wanted. The only time, and another way that it could work is if you purposely pillar box and letterbox at the same time like this, and then create consistency. So where this looks, see how it looks cleaner because it never changes, it stays consistent. That's another way to do it, and I can show you if you guys would like to do this. Just email me and I'll tell you how to do it. It's pretty quick, but I'm not set up for it. So let me know. So that's it. So start resizing all of the images in your video so it doesn't look like this. See how I scroll through and then letterbox, pillar boxes, things are too small, things are too big, different sizes. We want to make it consistent. Okay. That's it for today. Make sure you do the review and reflect form, and that's it. Have a good day. Bye, guys.